Welcome back on board Independence of the Seas. Today we are ported in Bermuda. Hooray! Port day! So let's get started. Day number 3 starts right now. See, we are parked. And it looks like a nice day today. Let's go up top and see what it looks like while Matt's out filming the ship tour. Ooh, welcome to Bermuda. It's a pretty day out. The water's nice. The water's a really pretty color actually. And look at this like cool fort wall they have right here at the port. This looks awesome. And what's cool is not only are we in Bermuda for 2 days, but we're here overnight. So the gangway went down at 9:30 this morning and it doesn't go back up until 5:30 tomorrow. So we really got a good amount of time here, which is really cool. So our general plan for today, since we're gonna get a little bit of a later start since Matt's doing the ship tour today, is we're kind of just explore the port area. And then I read that there's a really good like bus transportation system here on the island, which I'm gonna assume is like what this is all about. I already see buses and everything, so this might be where we get onto it. But I heard there's a good bus system to get to other areas of the island. So I think we're gonna check that stuff out today. And then tomorrow, I think we might like kind of like get out and do like snorkel, like do like an activity type of thing. Get up early and do that. But looking at this water sparkle, I will say it's a little tempting not to do that today. But so far, it really looks like just from the ship here, it looks like this port has a lot to offer. I mean, I can see a lot just from being on the ship here. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get out there and walk around. A nice thing about your cabin being on deck 2 is that you have super easy access to the gangway. Made our way out and look who I have to escort me around the island.
Who?
This guy.
Loser.
Oh no! All right, well we're going to get on a bus and explore stuff, but actually there's quite a bit to just explore in the dockyard area, which is where we're at right now, where the ships are parked. That is the dockyard area. You can see there's a King Wharf port and a Heritage Wharf. So 2 ships allowed, and we're one of them today. But yeah, there's actually quite a bit. There's mini golf up there. There's museums, a ton of stuff. This map is great for showing just what's all available to do right here, and to get to the different transportation options, which there are a few to choose from around here. But before I show the transportation to get off of the dockyard, I wanted to show that there is a courtesy shuttle that you can take to get around this area, like this cruise port area, which is great.
This is cool, yeah. Our ship here, the other ship there, and then it kind of just does a loop and goes around, has the different stops, and goes at the time.
Yeah, every 15 minutes or less, and it'll take you to these places.
But so only till 6 p.m., which is important to note, because a lot of ships, you're overnight when you come to Bermuda.
Right.
Like we are.
Exactly. So
it's only going to run so long.
Planned accordingly. Okay, let's get into the transportation. I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible because there's actually quite a few transportation options to get around the island, but I'm gonna try to keep it concise. So you basically have 3 options. You can take the public transportation, you can take a minibus, or you can take a taxi. Now, the cheapest option, but what might take the most time-wise to get to your point A to B, is going to be the public transportation bus. Now, what's gonna be the most expensive option, but the most efficient time-wise, is gonna be the taxi, and here's all the prices and information on that. And then the option that's somewhere in the middle is the minibuses, where it's going to be more time efficient than the public bus, but the price range is not as expensive as the taxis. Now, in terms of which one's the best to do, I feel like for most people, if you are trying to get to one singular spot and you don't want to waste a lot of time, the minibus is going to be your best option. And they even list here how much it's going to cost one way. Let's be specific about that. How much it's going to get there one way to these hot spots that a lot of tourists are going to go to. Just remember, you're going to have to pay that price again to get back. But since time is not really a factor for us today, we don't mind waiting, and we plan on making multiple stops, we're actually going to do the public transportation today, the city bus. Now, to get to the public bus here in the dockyard area, we're here at the ships. We're gonna go do 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 do, and then it's gonna be right here where this pink bus is. So we're going to explore the dockyard area a bit, and then we'll end up hopping on the bus and going to some different areas of the island. All right, we just came down the pier here after we got off the ship, and right when we come up, here's the taxi stand, and I believe where you get the mini buses as well. And I'm also gonna note that if you have a shore excursion, they're gonna end up down that way. Obviously, if you have a shore excursion, you'll meet on the ship and then, you know, walk out together. But just in case you get a little lost, I don't think you will going from there to here. But just in case, shore excursions down this way. But, as I said, taxis and mini buses there, but we're going to walk through, cut back that way into town. Hey Matt, do you wanna go on the pirate ship?
Not in the slightest.
Why not?
No.
You don't wanna be a pirate?
Nope.
Why?
Loud. I mean, they're screaming right now. I got no idea.
I did see a dog get on board though.
Well, there's that.
If a cat went on board, would you do it?
Yeah, I'd rescue the cat from the pirate.
Here you go. Here's a look at the free shuttle that takes you around the dockyard area, in case you're so interested. All right, we walked down not too far from the ship, and I wanted to point out this building. It is a Bermuda visitor center, and this spot is super important because it's super helpful for answering public transportation info, but also where you can buy your passes for the public transportation.
But it says they accept card payments only, so keep that in mind.
So you can purchase a couple different things here at this building. You can purchase bus passes, or you can purchase a ferry pass, which is also another form of public transportation. There it goes. Which is another form of transportation here in Bermuda that goes to certain stops.
See?
There she goes. Now, obviously, like I said, you can get all your information and buy your passes here at the visitor center, but I did want to mention that there is an app option as well. You can download the app ahead of time, and then you can make these purchases. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to use the app. I'll put the link to the app down in the description so you have that option in case you want to. I'm going to go ahead and purchase our passes on the Shorelink app, but before I do, there's a few things I want to clarify to help you pick the pass that's right for you. So first off, the types of public transportation included in these passes are all regularly scheduled buses and ferries. So all passes will include both of these transportations, and you will be purchasing the same passes no matter if you want to use the bus or the ferry. Second, which pass you will want to purchase will depend on how far you want to travel and how many stops you want to make. Bermuda is separated into 14 zones. Each zone is approximately 2 miles long. If you want to travel to one stop that is a short distance away, you may want to consider the 3-zone token that covers your travel across 3 of the zones. If you want to travel to a further distance, a 14-zone token that covers your travel across all 14 zones might be a good choice. So for example, if you want to take a bus to Long Bay Beach from the cruise port, you're staying within 2 zones, so a 3-zone token will work. If you want to travel to Horseshoe Bay, which is 5 zones away from the cruise port, you will need a 14-zone token to get you there. If you're taking a ferry, most of the ferry routes require a 14-zone token. Both of these token options are one way, and you will need to purchase a second token to get back to the cruise port. If you want more flexibility to make multiple stops, hop on and off, explore freely using the bus and ferry, a one-day pass is the way to go. It offers unlimited public transportation all day, and that is the option we are going with at $19 per person. Oh look, they have like the British phone booths over there. I'm going to assume this is or once was British owned?
Yes.
All right. as we're walking around, I noticed this sign right here. So they have like these little signs that tell you places where they pick up on that free shuttle tram that goes around the dockyard area. So it has a lot of stuff you would expect, like gift shops and stuff like that, but it's a really pretty area. The buildings are really pretty. And look, the Diamonds International is even cool and pretty looking. They camouflage the tourism with pretty brick buildings.
Smart.
All right, you can see the ship there, and we found the bus stop. And there are buses here, but they are not our buses. We are looking for bus number 7. And the reason why we're getting on that is because I read that it is the most scenic drive to get to the Hamilton area. And that's what we're gonna do. There we go. This is our bus. That was super easy. I just went to my tickets in the app, hit validate a transfer, which means I'm ready to get on the bus or ferry, then showed this screen to the bus driver, and we were good to go. The buses are really nice. They're like really clean, pretty nice seats. Pretty good. The bus ride was really great and really easy to use. The sights along the ride were beautiful and everyone was really helpful and friendly. Even if you don't use the Shoreline app to purchase your passes, I highly recommend downloading it anyway to take advantage of the other features, including the bus map that shows where the bus is located along the route in real time. It tells you what time your bus is expected to arrive at each stop, and you can follow it along to see when your stop is coming up. But if you have any questions about where your stop is or how long it'll take, just ask the bus driver. All the ones we interacted with were very nice. Also, you'll notice these yellow and red stop buttons located on the bus. When your stop is the next one coming up and you want to get off, just hit that button and that will alert the bus driver to stop at the next bus stop. We made it!
We did!
To Hamilton!
Hamilton.
It was a beautiful drive.
It really was.
It was gorgeous, like the views of the ocean, the views of the bay and everything. It was beautiful. And just for a reference, usually to get from the dockside bus stop on Route 7 to Hamilton, it's going to be about an hour. That's usual. It took us a little bit longer because there was like some detour from an accident.
And a big cricket game, apparently.
So like, it was a busy day today in Bermuda. And when I say dockyard to Hamilton, I mean like all the way down the route to the end of the line, to the last Hamilton stop, which is here at the Central Station. Now, I think it would have been better for us to get off a couple of stops ahead, which is Front Street, and I think it's labeled as in front of the flagpole, like on the app. As the stop. So we're gonna walk over that way because I think that's more of like the hotspot area. That's a plan. Wow, look at that building right there. I'm assuming a cathedral or...
Gotta be.
We made it to Front Street, but look at this view! It's beautiful!
It's unfortunate some of the clouds came back out because I'm sure we'd be getting some pre-sunset ambiance here.
Yeah, but it's still so nice. I love like all the bays that are on this island. It makes for some really, really nice scenery.
Also a big fan of all the landscaping throughout, including these nice planted flowers here in a variety of colors.
Everything that we've seen, like on the bus ride and everything has been really nice and like really clean.
Yes.
And like, just like the atmosphere has been really good. What I can tell from this like Hamilton Front Street area so far, if you want to like find some place and grab dinner, this would be like a really good area to check out and find someplace good. as we're passing by, I thought I'd make a quick note. I have seen public restrooms, like both over here on the Hamilton side and on the dock side, or dockyard side. So yeah, you should be good there. So it came across quintessential cruise letters, but it's cool. It has like little things about like Bermuda written in, like Bermuda shorts. I saw something that said like Pink Sand Beach.
Yeah, it's around the B in the middle.
Okay, yeah, Pink Sand Beach. And then you notice this one, white rooftops, which we have. Like all the buildings have like these kind of like stuck, like these stucco like white roofs. We saw that during the whole bus ride. Are onions a big deal in Bermuda? Do you know about the onions? Don't hide behind the A. I need to know about the onions. Look at this pretty planter and this pretty like mosaic bench. Like things here are really pretty and completely clean. I haven't seen like one bit of trash. Bermuda is really good at providing maps. I feel like half of this video is me showing you maps and signs and like stuff like that. That's usually your job.
Well, that's why I'm laughing, because I did the short ship tour earlier and I was pointing out the maps on the ship the whole time. So
oh,
today's map day.
It's map day. I'm the map. What was that from?
Dora the Explorer.
And Diego.
But if we want reference, here's the harbor with the water.
Yeah.
Here is, where did we go? Right there. Main bus terminal. That was the end of the line that we took.
That's where
all those little things.
Yeah.
And then we came down, there's the flagpole, and now we're on Front Street.
Yeah. So if you wanted to get to like this hot spot, Front Street, with like all the restaurants and stuff like that, the flagpole stop, you could just get off there. It's a couple stops before. And something cool, we are going to take the ferry back to the dockyard, which is just right here.
And double cool, that's included with our pass that we bought earlier. So that covers the bus and the ferry. Not the, what do they call them, minibus?
Yeah, all public transportation. Public transportation is the regular bus and the ferry. So it includes our ferry back to the dockyard.
Little sunset cruise type
Ooh,
of action.
I like that. So here's the entrance point to the Hamilton Ferry Terminal, where we'll end up going on to the ferry. But real quick, I want to put up a brochure of the current times of the ferry. There's a few different ferries. The one that we're doing is between Hamilton and Dockyard, but there's also another one that goes from St. George to Dockyard and all those different kinds of things. So here's the schedule, so you know the times for the different days. As of right now, of course, it could change in the future. Super easy. Just walked through, showed the ticket, and we're on board. So here's a look at the inside seating. And there's restrooms on the ferry, by the way. But then you can also go upstairs. Oh, look at the outdoor seating. And it's open air, and you get a view. And look, sunset. You made an astute observation of, what does this place remind you of?
I said it's like Caribbean St. Augustine, which I know we're not in the Caribbean. Don't have to tell me that. Like, but just that vibe, that flair.
It's like an island, St. Augustine, Florida, which is like totally right. Like this totally looks like St. Augustine. If you've been to St. Augustine, I think you would agree. was fantastic. It was a exactly 20-minute ride. And wow, if you come during this time of year, I definitely recommend catching the 7:30 ferry, because what a beautiful sunset that was. And we're dropped off, remember, right here at the Bermuda Visitor Center, and a quick walk back to the ship. This is pretty wild. It's like 8 o'clock in the evening and seeing this many people doing an excursion, which makes sense because we're here overnight, but it's just not something that you see super often.
All right, friends, that's going to do it for us. Day number 3 on board Independence of the Seas, and here in Bermuda. Again, we're here overnight.
So we'll be back at it tomorrow. Today was very much a like, this is the transportation type of video. But tomorrow we'll be getting into like fun stuff, even though I did enjoy seeing the island today.
It was very nice. We hope we will see you back then. As always, remind you we're travel agents, so it's completely free. Reach out via the travel agent information in the description, and check out the full Independence of the Seas playlist. See all the daily videos, the room tour, and the full and complete ship tour that I did earlier today. It's much appreciated. Thank you for joining us. We're signing off. See you back tomorrow in Bermuda. Until then, good night and happy travels.
Stop.